Okay, no script for this one. We're doing a little something different for this Let's Build Kenshi. It's a slaver start. And we're going to see how we can turn the tables on our captors. In my version of Kenshi, the population settings are way cranked up. So there's a bunch of them. It's not going to be as simple as like one person going in and wiping the whole place. Let's get ourselves some food here. Should be pretty easy. Well, if we're not getting shot, that is. Boy. I'm not sure how he's living at this point. He's got like 5 crossbow bolts in the head alone. And we might be soft locked here, as the slavers like to pick you up and put you down until you're dead. So, could be bad. Guess we'll find out. Well, we are getting healed, so that's good. Oh, there's the gate. Slavers are really dumb. So that's the good news about them. It's pretty easy to escape. They just kind of lose track of where the heck you're at. So we'll get a campfire started, get some food. Yum yum. Do a little cheeky sneaking. Just for some early game survival. And let's lose the shackles. Don't like these things. And we're going to grab some loot here off some poor unfortunate souls, as is a standard Kenshi way. Looks like some nomads in the distance. Let's go grab ourselves some more food. We're in the Great Desert area, so there's tons of these desert cockroaches running around. And nomads are pretty tough. Speaking of which, here comes one of those cockroaches now. Let's get away from him. Not ready to fight him yet. And we're going to need to lose some gear. So, let's do that. There we go. Easy peasy. We'll come back for later. The trick I like to do early game is following any kind of group or caravan that's not hostile, as it provides you some protection. And protection is something we desperately need at this point. Alright, let's pick up our gear again. Ah, these douches. We'll get back in them later. In the meantime, we gotta get the heck to safety. So we're going straight to hang because of the fact that, well, we need food, essentials. So we gotta sell the stuff we've got, get a bed, and lay low for a while. Ironically, right in the heart of slaver country. Because they're not very smart, as we alluded to earlier. All you gotta do is pretty much gear up, disguise yourself, and you can walk around almost anywhere. Sleep in any bed in a bar. Gonna slamp it down our first shack here. So the idea is we're gonna build some stuff, we'll see in a bit, to lure them in. But we'll need to do some research first. Always like to get like a crossbow locker early game. You can launder stuff. So what's theirs is yours. Totally moral, of course. Just gonna hide from these guys. This is like a mod, I don't remember which one. But it's kind of like the tax man, basically. But we're not paying them shit, so I can get bent. And so this is the trick with the bread stuff, but wrong ninjas. Basically, they'll line up at your counter. Wow. And you can recharge items at the shop, as shown there. It's pretty neat, but best when you are almost empty and they don't sell the thing anyway. I'm gonna grab this slaved person here. I'm sure the slaver will have no problem with us just whoop. Sounds like he's upset with us. Uh-oh. Whoop. Well, hopefully that's not it. Okay. We're good for now. We're gonna go ahead and feed them and then figure out how to get them the heck out of here. Right through the front gate past 50 guards, apparently. Yeah, gotta love it. Well, you can take the slave out of the cage. Sometimes you can't take the cage out of the slave. Let's sit at the bar and observe a few things. Observation is important when you're looking to make changes. So what we're going to do is use a bunch of shacks to not only distract the enemy, but fill them with little surprise boxes, so to speak. Little goodies. We're going to start with some skimmers because they're everywhere. And we'll just close the door. And just give them their presents. I did not track that, unfortunately, skimmers can only attack one enemy at a time. I thought they were AoE for some reason. Lamau. Almost 4,000 hours. Just slipped my mind. So, some robot spiders will be definitely a big upgrade. Although, this large one looks promising. Skimmer Alpha. Tankier. Doing the damage here on this unfortunate conscript. Here's the usual taxman raid. Now, usually I just pay them because they're cheap guards, but this playthrough, hell no. And who's gonna pay that dude? Look at that whacked hat. Like, nah. I don't think so. Plus, these guys are about as stupid as slavers, as you'll see in a bit. They have no clue where they're going. So, if you ever want to distract a raid, instead of like the normal funnel, you just put a bajillion shacks. You don't even have to build them around your base, and they'll just run to and fro. And even with some basic sneak skills, you're like totally good. Sounds pretty cool. So I know you're supposed to get your butt kicked in Kenshi, but this could have been the end of this guy. No, it wasn't, but it could have been. Just gonna take a little sleepy time here. No big deal. And then sneak back. But we need to get a little bit better at our skills to be able to handle anything that comes our way. You can use the free training gear at any town, though even a modest sneak skill, especially at night. So that's pretty cool. I took one of these conscripts and locked him up, and then replaced his arm when it fell off with a robotic one. Just a poor quality. The idea being that I can still train with him, still got his core stats. This isn't like the most Omega level training, but it just seems pretty cool to do it like this versus attacking 50 hungry bandits. I'm just gonna patch him up here. It's not for him, it's for me. And then train some more. Now he did end up keeping my saber because I wasn't strong enough to defeat him, but this was a very, very, very productive training session. And the good news is, even though it was a crime, I was in a random shack in my base that no one could find me. No one knew this was really happening. I mean, they kind of know, but then they couldn't do anything about it. And by the time they figured it out, yeah, it's too late. So, a modest gain, but not too bad. Little melee attack defense. Anyhow, so shop counters are great magnets for all kinds of stuff. Guards, nobles. The idea being, we lure them in and take them out. Here's me standing atop their walls and the promising little trap do we got going on here. So again, there's that noble. We got a bajillion of these buildings. So United Cities has numbers, especially with my huge population saying it's all cranked up, but we're going to use that to our advantage. With big numbers comes efficiency and stupidity. I'll grab a couple of these robot spiders here. We'll try to get one. Hopefully we can bait them into attacking. Well, actually, the other guy attacks them. Oh, but here's our opportunity. See, that noble was just out there being stupid, got lost, got downed. We're just gonna take care of a little problem here. Look at this beautiful place. What is it called again? Oh, right. Gut. Now that's what I call vibes. We're just going to send him to the place where he belongs. Where they all belong. Already feels more peaceful. Anyway, we got more work to do. Time to run back to our base of operations. So we made some progress in building everything up. Collected an iron spider. And we're going to continue to lure them in. The idea is to get like a slaver raid. They stack up. We use the AoE iron spiders. And take them out. And then use the chaos to do some other cheeky stuff. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so you may have seen this guy. Well, we'll introduce him in a little bit. In the meantime, we gotta check in. Pest control, naturally. There he is, head douche of the Traders Guild. Atop his throne. That stupid hat, man. Ugh. And he's protected by a bunch of folks because, you know, no strong leader can fight their own battles. You know how it goes. So this setup is really cool. This little kill funnel here. It's awesome. So if we're trying to like do something sneaky, it's going to be kind of tricky because there's a gate right there. Yeah, kind of scope out the place. See the routines here. Hopefully it just goes to bed and then easy win. Well, so much for that plan. That dude is a walking zombie. He didn't shut eye once that whole night. I wonder if there's going to be a sleep mechanic in Kenshi 2. Probably not, but could be an interesting mod. Gonna try this little cheeky spot here with the skimmer spot, whatever, attempt, but fail. Let's go ahead to another area. Got a nice little slaver camp on the edge of Gut we could use. I'm gonna do the pest control bit again. Just walk in this noble's house. I'm sure they won't mind. Oh, looks like they mind. Okay. Yeah, they threw out the bug. That's unfortunate. Be very quiet. Got a nest here. They're all sleeping. Look at those little guys. Oh. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to wake them up. Oh, hello. Okay. Shit got real. Just gonna do a quick little trip back to the slave place here and just see what unfolds. Doing great work so far, Beakies. Get them. Get every one of those slaving mother... Oh, you get the idea. Look at that angle. Just whipping that neck. Boom. Down. And another beautiful sunrise to witness the carnage with. But unfortunately, we can't really get this noble. And nobles and their power structure are what really make the slavers able to do what they do. The Traders Guild is actually the bankroller of the whole operation. That's why Longin's such a linchpin in the whole thing. But our strategy isn't working here. Elite guards, get them. And with my population settings, which I think is kind of a little more realistic, there's just too many of them. The Beakies fought hard, and they fought well, but it's not enough. Rest in peace, Beakies. So we're going to need a new strategy. Because this one hasn't worked so far, despite my best efforts. But you know what does work? Assassination. It is like the most broken OP thing about Kenshi. It's amazing. We'll just punch this guy to his face until he falls over. You just click a bunch of times. It's awesome. And with my stealth skill, I'll just walk past the 50,000 guards who are retarded and walk out of town. Let's just feed them to the big things. Easy. Here we go. Get them. Wait. Wait, what? Bro got rocket legs? This is not working out at all. This is some straight Looney Tunes shit, man. I don't know. I might have to do this all over again if he's able to make it. Okay. Okay, got him. We got him before he made it back to town. Thankfully, the pathing is absolutely jank in this game. I mean, it's an awesome game, but just saying. Okay. I figure we'll just return the favor on the whole, like, locking him up business. Where'd he go? Okay. Whew. And we're just going to keep, like, punching him in the side of his head over and over again. Because it's fun. And he definitely has it coming. He's going to be here a while. Better get cozy. I'm not going to narrate this horrible joke. You get the idea. Well, it's been fun, and see you in the next time.